And good evening, everyone. I'm Erin Burnett. Out front tonight, America's new path to war. So the United States is lowering the threshold for American military involvement in a possible war with North Korea. In the face of mounting threats from the young, untested dictator of the country, Kim Jong-un, the U.S. is getting ready to fight back. Now, while the nearly 30,000 American troops in South Korea are already obligated to defend that country in the event of an all-out war, under the new plan, these troops could fight in direct response just to provocations from North Korea. That could be a significant difference from the way things are right now. Pentagon correspondent Chris Lawrence is out front tonight. And Chris, let me start off by asking you that question. What does this new agreement actually mean for American troops and the threshold where they would be in conflict?
Erin, it basically puts it down on paper and formalizes the agreement that the U.S. is going to be a part of this defense right from the get-go. Not just all-out war, but even these small-scale attacks. So what are we talking about? Well, North Korea was accused of sinking, torpedoing a South Korean ship. So one of the provocations could be North Korean ships going into these disputed waters, which they have in the past. Also, air. North Korean jets flying into South Korean airspace. They came close to violating the DMZ just last year. South Korea had to scramble 4 fighter jets in response. And finally, shelling these border islands like they did a couple years ago, that also would very likely invite a response. Some of the other reasons are to step up the cooperation between U.S. and South Korean troops, as well as act as a deterrent. For example, just recently, Kim Jong-un threatened to wipe out entire South Korean military units on some of those other border islands. Erin?
Now, Chris, a lot of people watching will say, okay, so does this open America up to more serious conflict, to war?
It actually opens the U.S. up to smaller conflicts, but those smaller conflicts are more likely to happen, and they happen more frequently. So it's opening the range of things that the U.S. might be involved in right from the get-go. And even though South Korea may still respond first to a North Korean provocation, if North Korea then retaliates, you start to get this escalation that the U.S. could be very much involved in.